Another question I get frequently is what kind of trailer should I buy? Should I buy a car hauler? Should I buy a flatbed? Which one am I going to make more money? Which one would you recommend? There's as many answers to that as there. It's like me trying to tell you how to pick a wife. It's just no way for me to do that because there's so many variations and there's no right or wrong answer. Really, what it all comes down to is personal preference. Let me start by saying if you run a 26,000 pound truck with us, whether it's going to be a car hauler, 3 car hauler, whether it's going to be a 25 plus 5 or a 30-foot flatbed, the money's going to be similar. It depends on the lanes we put you on and so forth, but the money should be, pretty similar. If you run a heavier truck, apportioned plates, you're going to get a 40-foot dual tandem heavy flatbed, or you're going to get a 4 or maybe a 5 car hauler. Those will also be comparable. The money will be pretty comparable whether you're in cars or whether you're in freight. So it comes down to this: how do you want to operate? Do you want to be in a more regional program where you're home, every weekend, and in many cases, home 2 or 3 times a week, or home almost every night? Then you need to get a car hauler. Car hauling business is a much more regional business, and we can get you home a lot more often with a car hauler. It's a different kind of work. You're out of the truck a lot more often, especially with regional work. You may be out of the truck loading and unloading 6, 8 times a day, where on a flatbed, you load in the morning, you may drive 3 days before you unload the truck. So it's more of a traditional truck driver, professional driver job. You strap up, somebody loads it with a forklift, you strap it up, maybe you put a tarp on it, and then you spend 3 days listening to country music and eating French fries and driving. Where with the car hauling, it's hustle, 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 in the truck, out of the truck, in the truck, out of the truck, move the ramps, put the ramps back. You got to unload 2 cars to get the first one off. Whatever. It's a different kind of work, and both are great. The pay could be similar, and it just depends. If you're gonna want to be home, more than once a week, do not buy a flatbed. If you do, don't come to us for dispatch, because if you're going to be a flatbed with us, we can do a phenomenal job. We can book you on the best lanes. We can keep you busy. We can make you money. But if you're going to be a flatbed truck, you need to be out there, doing flatbed work and driving over the road. And we can put car haulers on the over the road route, but it's a little more versatile. We can do a good job with you with local and regional lanes as well. So those are the choices you have to make. Now, when it comes down to, I'm buying a flatbed, should I buy a 30 or a 40? Well, do you want to, pay IFTA fees? Do you want to run apportioned plates? Do you want to have a CDL? Or do you want to run, you can have a CDL either way. Do you want to run non-CDL equipment, which, eliminates the requirement for IFTA and IRP apportioned plates? So those are choices you got to make. Do you want to, with a car hauler, do you want to run a 3 car? Do you want to run a 4 car? Do you want to run a 5 car? Do you want to buy a wedge? Do you want to run a low pro? Uh, you know, do you want flip over ramps? Do you want slide out ramps? Dovetail? I mean, there's so many different ways to do it. It's going to come down to your personal preference. I could lay out what I prefer to pull. I like a low pro wedge. It's easier for me to load. I like the visibility coming on and off the truck if I'm loading cars. I've pulled a flatbed too. I prefer cars to flatbed, but not everybody does. So that's the choice you got to make. We'll be happy to put you on good freight either way. And like I said, once it comes down to you deciding the type of work you want to do, the type of trailer you want to operate, the type of a rig, keeping in mind we talked about limiting factors on income. So the lighter trailers are probably going to make you a little bit less money than the heavier setups. But you choose those factors that match you the best. We'll be happy to answer any questions. We'll steer you in the right direction if you do have questions. Once you make those choices, we'll put you in the program and we'll go out there and make you money and keep you busy. Hope that answers your question. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.